Thanks for that introduction. My name is Winnie, Head of IT at Boresha Sacco, and I'm glad to be here today to share on cloud infrastructure and security so that we can gain a better understanding on how best we can be able to be available in the cloud, how we can be able to benefit by moving to the cloud, and demystify the facts about the cloud technology. So allow me to share my screen. So the cloud has come in at a time where we are generating so much data. We need how best it can be able to support for decision making and for better benefit to the organization that is creating that data. So just for an information on the cloud transformation, what is it exactly? It's a process where there's that movement or choice that you've made to, as an organization, to move your applications, to move programs, to move or even the entire infrastructure to the cloud service as part of the organizational objectives. And it comes with so much benefits because it allows the organization to concentrate on their core activities. If you're in banking, if you are in sales, if you are in tech, it will give you more time and effort to concentrate on what your core activities mainly are, as opposed to hiring more additional human capital to help in terms of managing infrastructure, managing security, and so much. It increases on the efficiencies when it comes to sharing the data that is being created, how it can be stored, how it can be retrieved, and also how one can be able to create and generate reports out of it. It gives the organization a lot of flexibility in terms of how these technologies can be used without so much investment in capital expenditure. So you'll find that it reduces the amount of capital expenditure that should have been budgeted for and makes it an operational expenditure, which is very, very manageable. Also, we're talking about security currently, and it centralizes the security of the networks and the apps, because now you have all your apps in our cloud. The security aspect of the same comes in on how you the access point and also the storage of that specific data in the cloud. So the cloud transformation is one of the main revolutions that are really, really made most organizations, most businesses concentrate on their core objectives so that it improves on the ROI, return on investment. There are several stages when you talk about the cloud transformation, because yes, we agree that you were in a model whereby everything was on-prem. Mostly you had to create a small network to build your connectivity between any of the branches that you have and so many other things. But now with the cloud transformation, it just takes care of three most aspects. What application are you running? How do you want to run it? Are you getting a software as a service, as opposed to now budgeting and purchasing a whole software that could have really costed a lot? And at the same time, some of the modules within the system that you could have gone for, really, you might not utilize all the modules that is within it because you don't need them. So it has made it really flexible for organizations to get what they need for their operations. Also, the apps they are accessing from time to time is more centralized. With a defined approach in terms of the applications that you want to run, it is very easy. It's very prudent to just have a cloud storage, a cloud access, and a cloud access, so that at least with the internet availability, you just are able to work on you're just able to be on the go, working, getting reports, seeing dashboards, and making inputs. The COVID-19 has really made it a wish of each and every person to have had cloud presence in terms of operations, because it reduces on so many creating environments of network infrastructure. It reduces a lot when it comes to the required input in terms of firewall security and access, additional VPNs, the old technologies that it requires. All you need is an internet. The application being on cloud just requires the basic internet for you to access, and that is the network transformation of the cloud. Before, you had to have a network admin, checking that all your resources are in place, making sure that you're present in the office or you have a VPN connection, which is an additional cost. But with the cloud transformation, things have now become very easy. On the move, you're just doing this, creating an LPO, approving something, and so much. Also, there's the security part of the cloud transformation. The security, it enables a zero trust kind of environment, whereby you just have to access resources that you've given the privileges to, but not discoverable anyhow. And that is the secure aspect when it comes to the presence in the cloud. The cloud transformation has really made it easier for leaving the most jargon of tech and work to the experts and concentrating on what can bring value to the organization, which has seen so many companies really grow pretty well. For you to access the cloud, you learn the infrastructure is provided by a provider, but there are areas that are really very of key concern to a user, to a company, to an organization that is looking for transforming or moving to the cloud. And these are very, very key for one to check, to confirm, and be aware that all these parameters really what I'm looking for as I'm going to the cloud. Are they going to meet all my requirements? Are they going to give me the flexibility that I require? And this, I'll start with the one for compatibility when it comes to the technology and the service. Once you're choosing a cloud to move to, once you're choosing the cloud service, once you're choosing a provider to work with in terms of hosting your services and the likes, compatibility is very key. You have to check what technology you're running, what kind of environment are you interested in, and what have you. So that one becomes a really key concern that you have to vet in as you choose one of the providers to work with. Number two, you realize that you want to concentrate on your activities as a person. You want to concentrate on your core mandate as an organization. You want to reach more customer base and other things, but the data that is being generated every minute, any information that is being generated each and every hour, do you have control over that data? Can you be able to access it as the admin? Can you be able to take it in place? And also with the General Data Protection Act in place, you realize that this is a very key concern to a user, to a consumer when it comes to having control of the data that you generate, because you are answerable to that data. You are supposed, you're supposed to let the user know that you are collecting this data and this is how you're going to use. So that is a very key point when it comes to selecting a provider to run with. We work in an era where security, reliability, accessibility, availability is very key. So how reliable is this provider that you're choosing? How secure are they? What security protocols have they put in place to ensure that you are safe? Your headache is passed on to about 99%, that when I choose to move this direction, my data is safe, my information is safe, and anytime I can reliably be able to access it, download, save it elsewhere, and even move it from one place to another one. So that is a very key concern. Check out the track record of the provider you're working with, whom have they worked with, for how long have they been in the industry, the knowledge about all this cloud security, service to availing your data when you need, compatibility, do they have more than one or two environments that can be able to give you a flexi work environment. So the reliability and the track record is very key in that. Then we understand that what most SLAs are normally written 99% uptime. Yes, crises happen at times and you have to always get a fallback plan. Does the provider that you choose to move with have these capabilities to handle crises? Are they dependable? Are they available? Have they handled any situation that really deemed necessary? What is the time differences between where their servers are and the time difference of where your work environment is? Those are some of the things that you have to be very key to check to make sure that they can be easily dependable when we have crisis management, even if it means carrying out drills and ensuring that the crisis management aspect is taken care of so as to ensure that they are dependable as you move to. Ability to migrate from one provider to another one. Today, I might be working with a different cloud provider, and in another 2 years, as part of the strategic objectives and need to change the provider, you should be able to have that flexibility to move from one provider to another one. As part of signing off for the services and onboarding to the cloud, are they able to allow you to migrate the data? How long will it take? Or they'll have some clauses within their SLA to ensure that you don't get to move. They crown your operations. So ability to migrate is very, very key when it comes to choosing a provider to work with, so that at all times, you are flexible. If they don't meet the scalability aspect, if they don't meet your needs, you can be able to switch to another provider whom you think or who can be able to provide the service that you're requesting for. The profile of these service providers: who are they, where are they, what have they done, what is their qualifications, and so many other things. So service providers profile is very key when it comes to checking and focusing on a client to work with when it comes to the cloud provision. So the benefits of the cloud provision is what really most people don't look at it at a go, because we are used to a traditional work environment whereby I'm comfortable seeing my servers around to make sure that, yes, my data is inside that server. We are getting out of that one and moving to a trust level whereby I entrust another person to work with my data, to handle my data, to handle my infrastructure, and give me time to concentrate on really what matters to me as an institution. So, when it comes to the cloud, and I highly appreciate. Thank you.